It would be great to have someone who could do our work for us, right? Someone to prevent us from making mistakes. Someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, Light Forex Social Trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. March 18th, 2019, 2 minutes past 8, Piotr here, and this is a morning market preview for Light Forex. Two key drivers this week, FOMC upcoming Wednesday, and then Bank of England in together with all this Brexit saga. So we've got the two key drivers for dollar and for British pound this week. And from the dollar perspective, the dovish Powell last time, and looks like it was forgiven. But again, there are some rumors that we are gonna to see dovish FOMC again, and this time that might be not good thing for dollar, but that's what we are going to discuss within the second. First, risk warning, guys. Please bear in mind trading in FX on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all your initial investments, so please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Okay, USA. We are going to discuss euro dollar, we are going to discuss pound dollar yen, and a few more, but we are going to start with dollar index, with DXY. So just give me a second, please. And there we go. Okay, so where we are based on the daily chart ahead of the upcoming FOMC rate decision this Wednesday. So taking into the consideration the current level, right? So based on current level, we are testing this weakness, right? Based on the range from 26th of February, right? And to be honest with you, the current price action on the daily chart, right? So this type of breakout retest right now, all right? It's very similar to what we've seen some time ago over here. Breakout retest, and that was the same situation over here. Okay, so the bulls are going to try to hold above this 96.40, 95.90 based on the daily chart, right? And bulls will try to first get back above 96.80 and then to try to retest 97.60, 97.80 based on the daily chart. Okay. On the other hand, sellers most probably first possible supply around 96.80. I've mentioned second ago, right? And what is so important, in my opinion, from the bull's perspective, from the bear's perspective, I'm sorry, is to try to close below 96. All right. So if that's going to happen, what we may see retest of 96 and move lower towards 95, right? So right now, 2 days ahead of the FOMC rate decision, we are sitting and testing possible demand based on the daily chart. And if bulls are going to give up 96, as I mentioned, 95 as the first possible target, but then that's the very interesting things here on the daily chart. Under 95, we have some possible stops around 94.80 based on the chart I'm using here from TradingView. All right, these stops, and once we are gonna to hit these stops, it may open the way towards this bigger possible demand based on daily in between 94.60, 93.8, quite wide for 80 pips. So that looks very interesting, and in that case, if we are gonna to assume this is current range, right, and if we are gonna to take only open and close into the consideration without upper shadows, so let's make the measure, and that may break down through this range, may lead to the deeper fall on the dollar, even towards 92.50. all right, so bears trying to close the day below 96, that may open 96, yes, that may expose 95, move below 95, will expose these stops. We are talking about the low from the 16th of October, all right, 94.80, that may expose this possible demand, quite wide range, 94.50, 93.80, and if we are going to assume that that's the range break to the downside, then we are talking about 92.50, and as you can see over here, we have some possible demand down to 92.50, and that's the logical and very logical place. So we cannot rule it out in the medium term that we are going to see this type of the action, especially if Fed is going to be dovish again. So let's make some cleanings on the chart. So that's how it looks from the dollar perspective, from the dollar basket perspective. Let's switch to the MT4 again. Okay, before we go through the particular pairs, currency pairs, let's have a look what else we have on the agenda this week. Today, actually quite poor. We do have German BUBA monthly report at 12. We do have at 11 trade balance out of the EU, and looks like pretty much that's it for today. Then during the next Tokyo session, we are going to have monetary policy meeting minutes out of Australia, 1:30 CET time, just the reminder. And we do have the UK job market tomorrow, 10:30 CET time, and at 11 we do have German ZEF index. That's looks like we are going to have busy morning tomorrow. That's good. Then afternoon, nothing special in terms of the on the data front out of the US, but we do have UK Parliament Brexit vote tomorrow afternoon or late afternoon, and that might lead to the again higher pound volatility. And it might be quite important ahead of the Bank of England rate decision, right? Because Carney, last time Carney said it clearly that once we are gonna to get more details about the Brexit. Once Bank of England have clear view what is going on with Brexit, then they can create this longer path for the fiscal policy, right? Monetary policy, and in that case, pound may try to catch up to trade with the rate hike expectations, all right? As long as we do have this huge mess Brexit related, there is no way we can try to trade with this high expectation. There is actually tough times for Bank of England. Also, but as a homework for you guys, for me just 2 words, try to check the seasonality in terms of the April for pound. Usually pound is doing quite well in April. But I would be careful around current levels, and we are going to discuss this in a second. So that was the Tuesday. Wednesday, CPI. So we do have UK inflation number. So pretty busy week for British pound. And during the US session, as I mentioned, 7 p.m. CET time, FOMC, with the statement, with the press conference, with Powell again. So that's gonna be quite interesting. And 10:45 CET, so just before the market close, GDP out of the New Zealand, we'll see. During the Tokyo session on Thursday, Australian job market, then European Swiss S&P in action, pretty much dovish expectations, so I would say. Anyway, that's what we have, central bank. Then Thursday, the most important thing, of course, is gonna be Bank of England rate decision, and we have the nice package from US. Philadelphia Fed index weekly